There was a time in the distant past of just over 2 years ago when being the champion of your division was the ultimate achievement in the UFC. There had been those heady days in the mid-2000s when first Randy Couture and then BJ Penn proved that you could win the title in one division and then work your way to the top of a second. But then, in November 2016, this guy came along and changed everything.
Look, what's next for me, Joe? I'm gonna get that second belt. Where the f is it? They should have had them 2 belts ready, spit shine for me. They're f***ing have both in the octagon. It's never been done before.
When Conor McGregor became the first simultaneous dual division champion in UFC history, he showed that there was a step above champion status and opened the floodgates for fighters everywhere looking to be known as the new champ. Add to that McGregor making the UFC untold millions, and the fact that title fights instantly increase an event's appeal, and we arrive at the point where the only people challenging champs are other champs. First, light heavyweight king Daniel Cormier returned to his original heavyweight division to challenge then baddest man on the planet, Stipe Miocic. Cormier had beaten the best of the light heavy division, and his nemesis, John Jones, was suspended. He demolished Miocic, and unlike any other champ, actually defended a belt. Next, when the UFC was having a torrid time trying to find a decent opponent for women's featherweight champion Chris Cyborg, they turned to their bantamweight queen, Amanda Nunes. Considering there weren't enough female featherweights to even make a top 10, this was understandable. But once Nunes won, and won easily, it raised difficult questions over the future of the division. Bantamweight king TJ Dillashaw tried to put a new spin on the formula by dropping down a weight division to beat flyweight champ Henry Cejudo, but came up short in under a minute. The sight of the bantamweight champ losing, but retaining his belt while the flyweight champ received nothing, fundamentally confuses the idea of what a champion is. And now we have featherweight champ Max Holloway moving up to meet former foe Dustin Poirier for an interim lightweight title and the presumed right to meet Khabib Nurmagomedov when he returns from suspension. While champs fight champs, the rest of the division is left to spin their wheels waiting for a shot. Just look at poor Tony Ferguson, a previous interim champ himself, who has beaten everyone but is now at least another year away from a title shot. From one dual division championship fight in the first 23 years of the UFC, we've had 4 in the last 2, with another one booked. The more it happens, the more it undermines championship status. And when your champion isn't a champion, you may as well be boxing. Thanks for watching. And remember, if you want more fight sports in your life, just hit the subscribe button.